Hi everyone, it's Leslie here from Elegant Edges, and today I'm going to show you how I made these glorious little handbags. These are treat boxes with a hook and loop closure, just enough room inside for one glorious little chocolate treat. Okay, I got inspiration for this from a tutorial by a lady who goes under the name of Stempel Fantasy. It was in German, but you are welcome to go to her YouTube channel and watch it alongside my instructions to see how she made it. Okay, so I'm using in colour cardstock from Stampin' Up. I'm using really pretty papers from Tea Boutique, and some of the in colour cardstock DSP designer series paper goes with it, and you can see everything mixes and matches. Look how the colours of the cardstock and the papers match so well. And then I've got some lovely gold foiled card, and this was actually free in the Celebrations offers that it's on at the moment. If you place an order of £45 or more, you can have papers like this totally free. So wonderful. I know there's sort of snowdrift or gold lines, and it comes in silver as well. So a really lovely offer. So here we go. So as you can see, I've cut the card ready because I have got a little handicap at the moment. So I've got a piece of card here that's 8 1/4. That's your A4 width by 4 inches. I've got two strips that I'm going to shorten in a moment, and these are 1/4 inch wide. And I've got one piece here that's 3 inches by 3/4 inch. I've got two circles that are approximately 3 inches in diameter, and I've cut some more of the beautiful papers from the Tea Boutique. You can see cups of tea on them that are about 2 3/4 inches in diameter, and I'll have hook and loop to close. Okay, so I'm going to get my scoring board out and show you how to do it. So let's just move my little tiny fussy cut image. So on the long side, we're going to score at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches and 8 inches. So 2, 4, 6, 8, ever so simple. And on the short side at 2 inches. Okay, now you'll notice that in the sides of the little box that goes inside, I've got some creases, and I've done them two different ways. This was the way it was recommended, and you can see it's quite a deep crease, and I found that that makes the inside capacity of the little treat holder very small indeed. So by changing the size and making this much higher, you get actually more inside if you want to. So this is how I did it. So across on the long side, first of all I'm going to make some cuts. Okay, there are some things here we don't need. We don't need one or two of these little bits, but you can see from the bottom I'm cutting up each of the score lines as far as that 2 inch line that goes across. Okay, so this is a little tab that keeps it closed. I'm going to mitre those corners. Just flick that off. Okay, and then which ones did I do? Well, I'm going to do these ones. So on numbers 1 and 3, I'm going to mitre these just a little bit, and that just makes it so much easier to fold. So not a huge amount. You just see I'm just taking off some of that. And it won't really matter which ones you do. If you do the wrong ones by mistake, really don't stress over it, okay? So whichever ones you mitered, we're going to do some scoring to do those little handbag creases inside. So how we do it is, make sure I'm in view of the camera. We're going to go down the 1 inch mark, and I'm just going to go down about, well, no more than ½ an inch, okay? And I'm going to do it again on the, here, in the middle of the 3rd square, so that's 5 inches, okay? Now, so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to put it on this white line I've got in the middle of my scoreboard. Now, I've added that with a white pen, so go down there, and I'm going to keep my stylus in the track. I'm just going to move it until the corner here comes in that white line and score. I'm going to go back. Okay, go back. Go to the other corner. Do the same thing again. Okay. And you get a sort of upside down V, looks a bit like a mountain. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite square, so down, go down to where that crease is in the corner, put the stylus back in the track, there, and that's all our tricky bits done. So let's put my scoreboard out of the way. Okay, so now with my bone folder, I'm going to do some folding and some burnishing. Okay, and I'm going to burnish that little flap under here. Just move those are my handles. Okay, so before I actually adhere it, I'm just going to, with my fingers, work those creases, and you can see those are going to be the side of our little box. Okay, just working everything. Just working it nice and neatly. It's creasing so well because that's a great scoreboard that really it doesn't need a lot of help. Right, so now I'm going to get my wet glue. So in here I have some Tombow, which is this beautiful all-purpose glue, multi-purpose glue. It's great stuff, but you need so little that I've got a very fine tip here, really, so that I don't, so my silicone mat, that means I don't get it in the wrong places at all. And I'm just really scratching the surface using very little at all. Okay, press that down. I'm trying to check that my box is level at the top. Looks it. Go down there, very gently turn it round. Brilliant. Okay, so there we go. So first of all, I'm going to close these flaps at the bottom. I'm going to take the whited ones, I'm going to put glue over here, take its opposite number, and you can see by doing them in opposites it makes your box nice and square. Okay, just turn that up the other way. I'm going to use the wrong end, if you like, the blunt end. Just press down and get that to stick. And do the same again here. Close it, and just with your fingers just get it all nice and level at the sides. And the final one. There we go. Just helping it into shape, just very nice and gently. Pop it down, bone folder again, inside, pressing, making sure I've got really good adhesion. Yeah, and you know that's the worst bit over. That's it, that's the inside of our box. So now we're going to come on to the circles and the DSP. So I'm going to use the cardstock circles first. So I'm going to adhere the box to the back of the circle, and I want it really in the middle so that the corners of the box, see that won't do at all because they show, are hidden. So they need to be hidden and then roughly in the middle. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to put my box and pop it down. So just eyeball it, make sure it looks as near to the middle as we can get it. Pop the bone folder inside and press down. Okay, then, now, obviously we don't need that circular bit at the bottom, so I'm just going to get my snips, really super sharp snips, and just snip along the bottom. That's it. Okay, now I tried various ways, but I liked it with the DSP coming right to the bottom. I thought it made it look much more like a handbag. So here's my DSP. I don't really need too much at the bottom because that's going to be cut off. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here just to make sure I've got enough at the bottom. And I'm going to eyeball it in the middle. That looks pretty good. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Okay. So now all we've got to do is make the other side match. So to do that, I'm going to put the right side of my circle onto there. Make sure I've got it all level. And again, cut along that bottom line. Then I know my back and front are the same. Okay, you think which is the back? This card is so good, it's just which way it's been cut. So that's the right side, this is the wrong. Oh, no, did it wrong. Oh, quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. Get a glue eraser. It'll dry clear, so it's not tragic. Okay. And put the glue here. You know it's good when you don't edit out things that are not the way you meant them. Because, you know, really and truly, that is what happens at home. Sometimes we do put glue in the wrong place and you just have to kind of work with it. So that is going to dry clear. So now, all I'm going to do is pop that right in the middle, but on the bottom. There we go. Put my bone folder inside. Give it a little press. Yeah, no harm done. Don't need so much at the bottom. Across here. A few little blobs on there. Eyeball it in the middle. Press with the fingers. Press with the bone folder. And we don't need that. So now we have the basis of our handbag. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is pop on handles. And these look better to me, when they were 5 inches long, that was my optimum length. So, you know, it's all approximate. It really doesn't matter. I did try them longer. So, but I like that. So I'm just going to see which ones. I'm just going to very gently, not harshly, just a little bit. I'm just going to bend them slightly with my bone folder. Just get a little bit of curl on them. Okay, and that's how they're going to go. So I need glue on this side. Only a daub. Just dab it on. Okay. Now, they are going to go just inside the top on the front. So if I just show you how they go. You don't really need to go all the way down, just a little bit. And however you do one, you're going to do the other side. So we just hold it for a moment. There's one. I'm having trouble because I've got this bad cut on my hand that's been, well, glued together, so it's not helping me. So there we are, that's one side done. Just a little tiny dab of glue, because this is brilliant glue and you really don't need much at all. So just inside. That's a nice one. There we are. We're just going to hold that down. There. A little bit of glue, just rub it off. Best to wait till it's really dry, so I won't do any more. Okay, now this is the closure. So we're going to fold that in half. I could have scored it and creased it. Now you need to decide which is your front and which is your back. So I'm going to have that as my front. So I'm going to glue it on the back so that it folds over to the front. Okay, so that's the back, that's the side I'm gluing. There we are. So we're gluing it there, as near to the middle as we can get it. And if you can see, that's the crease line. We don't want to get in the way of that crease line because that's going to fold over the top. Okay, so that's the crease line. Just a little rub, make sure it's glued. So the next thing we need is our hook and loop fastening. Take your pick pen, off it comes. I've got two sides together there. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that over. Now on the ones I did, I put little hearts, but with these papers, the cups are so sweet. I fussy cut one of the little cups from the designer series paper, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on. No, maybe not glue. Maybe, like the others, I will use a dimensional. So I think that will look better. And this is bigger than those hearts, so I'm going to have two mini ones. Okay. And I'm just going to put that on the closure to make a cute little fastening. So there we have it. Lots of little bags, lots of little mini treat bags to hold whatever treat you'd like to go inside. If you didn't put an embellishment on the front. You could use it on a table. You could write somebody's name for place settings. They make great swaps, happy mail. So lots of nice things. So if you like that, if you want to have a look and see the papers, if you go to my lesliekilby.stampingup.net, you'll find all these products there. I have got a hostess code which you might be interested in, so if you are going to order, and there should be a hostess code at the bottom of this video in the description, okay? But that will only be valid for the time it says. If you're going to order after that, do message me, and you'll need a new one. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching. Do give me a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and I'd love to see you again. So thanks very much for watching. Bye.